Hello! Welcome, weary traveler. I'm probably Mothman, and we're back to play Valheim. If you weren't around last time, which would be odd, considering we're pretty far into a series and it would be strange for YouTube to recommend this one, but before the others. But on the off chance you weren't, we discovered where the Elder was, made a nifty little arena to fight them, which we may or may not pretty up. I might wait to see where they want to spawn before I put too much effort into that. And we almost made a port named Beacon over here where possibly port is, but I think we may put it here at the stone circle of the Black Forest. It's a little bit closer to Second Lamp. Admittedly, I don't really know what's off in this direction, so I don't know if it's necessarily near anything else super useful, but I just kind of realized that possibly port, though quite cool, is very, very downhill of, like, everything. So, what is the plan, you might ask? That's an excellent question. While operationally I would kind of like to build a port, I don't know, I'm hemming and hawing on it a little bit. And I think it's mainly because I want better armor. I feel like once I have the port, there's a few things that I want to do. One of which is I'm probably going to stream a bit of, like, ocean exploration. Probably won't post it. Unless something, like, really interesting happens. But I also, once I have a port and everything, that is definitely when I would like to start actually heading out to do more, I suppose, progression-based things. At least for, maybe not a lot of progression-based things, but I'll at least want to go and fight the Elder once the port's together. But I don't want to fight the Elder till I have better armor, so I think we are going to go make a troll choice. Is that Grumpy? Yep, that's a 1-star troll. Alright. Now, I might be making a mistake here. Oh, I really should have gotten the rested buff before I wandered over here. I'm gonna try and do something a little funky. And I'm gonna just pray they don't have a friend in here. Oh, they do. What star level? Oh, that's a 1-star troll. So, I'm probably gonna have to fight that troll, but I might be able to throw down a fire in here, get the rested buff for the other one. Alright, what's up, Deeper? Let's do this. Lovely. hit to make myself immediately stand up, but just take a quick minute, ignore the smell, get the rested buff, and on our way we go. Oh, when did they add chests to the troll caves? Hang on. How long has this been a thing? Okay. Okay. Alright, that's on me picking that up again. Okay, I legitimately did not know there were chests in the back of these. Alright, well. Funky. I like it. We are going to leave a few of these things in here, though, because we have one more troll to fight, and it is Lorge. Ate that. Ate that. Sorry, I really don't like that the one-star trolls have, like... Oh, they have red eyes. Okay. That's not heinous. Well, that's pretty heinous. Sorry, I'm switching from talking about how they look to... Ooh, wow, you've got some HP on you. Well, I do have... a lovely little porch back here that I bet I can lure you to. Alright, come on. Oh, you're gonna mess up my back porch. Sorry, I was gonna say, until now, I've always thought one-star trolls had, like, they just didn't have... Well, not that they didn't have eyes, but they always, like, rendered so darkly that I never noticed, I guess, that they weren't just black? I don't know, I thought it was like some, like, hollowed out eye bullshit. They're just scuffing up the back porch. Extra damage from headshots? I feel like you do. Large, relatively slow-moving targets. Pretty great for archery training. Oh, there we go. Alright. Lost a lot more of the back porch than I'd like, but the one-star troll that's been... Had one bouncing down the hill there. The one-star troll that's been mildly living in the back of my nightmares since I noticed them is finally dealt with, so... Hey, I'll take that. Let's put the troll trophy up there. Cache there. I have a cache overflow somewhere here? Yes, but now that's full of that. Alright, I think my next step is to just see how much troll hide that was, and see how high I can upgrade some stuff. I believe I have the bronze bitlins to do the next, wow, that was satisfying. Enough bronze bitlins to do the next level of workbench upgrade, which I think will be what I need to do for... Oh, that is so much troll hide. Yes. Plus... I need to see what I have enough to do, I guess, but I'm willing to bet I can get away with this. 10 fine wood, 3 bronze, no fine wood. 3 bronze. How far over are we? We are pretty far over. Put that there. Have more space in here? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Cool. This is a lot of weight, but I think we can just step over to Stonegate, and I think we have just a little bit more fine wood. If not, it's in the meadows, and we can get some real quick. Oh, perfect. 10 fine wood? Lovely. How close does that connect? Okay. We'll put that there then. I thought that might be a little bit far out of range, but I guess not. Alright, we need a trollhide cape just to complete the ensemble here. Okay, that gives us sneaky. Means a few more enemies will leave us alone as long as we don't run directly into them. And I think the rest of this is just a matter of trollhide, maybe a little bit of bone. You know what? While we've got the stuff for it, we'll just go ahead and upgrade the deer hide cape. Because I don't... Yeah, there's not like an armor difference between the two. Troll hide's like a little bit more durable, but it's about the same. I think most of the capes are just kind of aesthetic. Like the troll hide cape, you know, completes the set bonus, but I think outside of like maybe the wolf fur cape, most of the other capes are just kind of, you know, a couple points of armor. Not too much else doing. Not a bad thing, because it means you can kind of customize which one you want to wear. Wolf fur cape's just nice for the mountains and everything. What's my number now? 33. Okay, that's pretty respectable. I can never remember if technically the troll armor outperforms the bronze armor or not. I think it's like a little worse technically for like raw armor points. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Something fierce. I think it's a little bit worse for like raw armor points, but with the sneaky bonus and it being, I think, a lot lighter and without a movement speed penalty, I think that's a worthy trade. Got 30 ancient seeds, which is a heckin' lot. Not gonna be able to cook anything on that fire, but if these are done, perfect. Need a lot of carrots for a lot of the meals we're going to need to make, and if we're going to go fight the Elder A. As much as I enjoy some roasted deer meat, I think I think we're gonna need something a little bit more nourishing. Always replant a little bit before you go and cook. So I think the next steps are going to be... well, I'm probably going to say something here and then, you know, promptly ignore it in, like, a little bit, but... The plan, while I'm intent on sticking to it, is... Well, I guess either I need to make a port and get to work on that. Yeah, I think either that or I go and I fight the Elder. Just tackle the head of the HOA head on. Actually, how upgraded is my spear? My spear and... Oh, a bow! That's what I should make. Okay. 10 fine wood, 10 core wood, 2 deer. Okay. Lovely. We have, I think, all of that. Let me see if we have some more fine wood. Not a lot. So we'll see what's over here. Wood. And not a lot else. Grab just a little bit more fine wood before we head back. Sorry, I'm hopping between a few different tasks here because I'm sort of at the point where I need to get some food together because I need more health and stamina if I want to take on the next boss without too much worry. Not, you know, I think my strategy for the Elder will work just fine, all things considered, but, you know, it doesn't hurt to be prepared. And then I also want to build the port, of course, because I would like somewhere a little nicer to dock a ship when I'm getting back. I feel like I can never really pick good spots for ports, but maybe then what I should do is just build a bunch of them. Like, just swallow the frog and just make a few. But I also want to go get, you know, the Elder beat, because if I do that, then I can go to the swamps and get iron. But if I start going to the swamps, then I guess I'm going to need to build a base and... Okay, maybe we try to take care of the tasks that do have at least some kind of semi-finite end, and then we'll worry about the larger unfolding things that will just open up more work. So, I think that means we're prepping for the Elder and building a port. Let's see, what are we missing? 12 leather scraps. We have that in spades. I think we are going to upgrade the wood shield while we're at it, too. Core wood need a little bit more. How about a lot of bit more? Didn't think I had the station upgraded enough to upgrade that last time. Nice. Little bonus perk it is. So yeah, ports and Elder prep then. We have a fair few arrows over here, which is kind of nice. I might make some more fire arrows because, as far as I know, the Elder's weak to fire, and the tick damage isn't bad. Helps keep the regen in check. Well, the Elder's regen isn't too bad. Some of the other bosses, it's a little more problematic. The Elder's past his prime. Doesn't regen quite as fast as the younger bosses. Alright, so I have that much. Okay. Let me dry off here. And I think we'll head over to the stone circle. We'll do a little bit of preliminary clearing, and we'll see if we can't get a path from second lamp over to there. Oh, right. Hang on. Before we go too far, let's leave the meat there. And what? Back up so I'm not smoking myself. Let's see. Blueberries, deer meat, and carrots, and this is just mushroom and carrots. That is a health food, that's a stamina food, and then I could do some boar jerky between. Perfect. Okay, so we need blueberries, we need deer meat, carrots, and we need red mushrooms. Cool. Add the perfect amount. I think we are keeping cooked food down here. I think we're going to keep most of it down there for right now. For building, we'll probably keep this rotation going. And then for fighting the Elder, we might switch over to boar jerky to give us a little bit more health. At some point, I need to go get more boar meat. I also need to put my blueberries down. Alright, let's go see what we're working with here. Getting a cart so we can test the path. If we ping that, that is right over that way. Oh! Okay. Well. Alright, wasn't expecting to see you there, but, you know. I'll take the cash, I suppose. This seems a pretty natural path to take. Clear a few things here. So hopefully that'll also make the path a little bit easier to follow when I'm actually coming back through here. Now, if I'm remembering the terrain properly, I don't think we're going to have to do anything quite so involved as the Berry Road Bridge, but depending on what we see and where we go, we might need to... maybe put up a workbench or two to stop the ancients from spawning. Actually, you know... I just had a bit of a funky little thought, but Here, I'm gonna take care of these raid orbs and just pause for like 2 seconds so I can write something down. There we go. All right. Pardon the pause and interruption there. I had a bit of a thought that I just wanted to get down before I forgot it. All right. How was I traversing here? I think sort of coming down that way, and then maybe here we're going to pivot a little bit, and we'll try to go around those rocks. Take this down to at least there. I'm not 100% sure where that skeleton came from. I thought that workbench was supposed to prevent them from spawning there. Curious. Alright, well. That may change the idea that I had written down just a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna do anything. It's not a bad. It's nothing, I guess, really to worry about overall. It was just like a little build idea that I had, but even if it doesn't have a practical element, I still might do it just for the oh, I don't know. A little bit there, and we'll just let the rest of the train kind of slope down to meet this. Sorry, I'm getting lost in my thoughts. Something fierce. The idea I had was just for something to kind of curtail the spawns of skeletons if the road passes by burial crypts, but sort of doing it in a way that was more aesthetically appropriate, I suppose. but I don't know. I'll mull on it a little bit, and then I'll get back to y'all. You'll see it if anything comes of it. All right. So we go this way. Right. So maybe, as much as I don't want to cut down 3 trees, I think this way might be the easier. We'll try to go beside the rocks here. So I think... That's alright, that's alright. Alright, got a few more trees to cut down here, but... I think by the time we get where we're going, we'll have plenty of materials. Though that being said, if that's what I'm using this cart for, I'm going to take the troll drops back inside. Because I hope I do not get more of those while I'm trying to build this fine water-based establishment. Well, maybe that would be a design, like a tavern by the sea or something. I know we must be getting on in the day, but... I think I've still got a little bit of time here to do some work. Besides, I'll probably need a bed and such at the dock while I'm working on it as well. I saw a short the other day, or maybe a reel, I don't honestly remember. I saw someone doing something a little bit funky with a cart in water. I might give that a shot, so... this could be foreshadowing for a very avoidable, like, watery death later in the episode, so stay tuned. But it could also be kind of a fun little hack for building on water. We won't know till we try it. Watery grave? A great innovation. Now see, I don't... I think this one's gotta go too. I'm gonna leave the fur there, because I really don't mind, like, forest paths that have, like, you know, tree branches running over them. I like kind of the natural arch of that, though if it breaks because of this, I can't do much. I'll take what I can get, I guess. Yeah, let's just do this while I'm over here. I was debating on just, like, focusing on the path, but I don't think I'll ever come and get these trees if I don't do it now, or it'll be more of a hassle if I try to do it later, so just do it now while I've got the roving inventory with me. Should probably head back to First Lamp at some point and do a little bit of touching up there. Normally my first base ends up looking a little bit nicer than First Lamp did because I've lived there a little bit longer. But also I tend to, like, beat Eikthyr and then continue living in the first place. Moving, like, directly to the Black Forest afterwards is something that I think I only really did in one playthrough, maybe two. Mind you, I say playthrough, but I think I've only really gotten up to, like, just kind of getting into the Mistlands, so there's still plenty of the game that's going to be quite new to me when I get to it, but... I am also enjoying, like, having to build a new base and settlement every time I go somewhere. It's definitely a hassle. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna gripe a little bit. But I would rather gripe about the creative process and get to create than, I guess, wait until it's this perfect set of circumstance. Card up a little bit. Smooth out this part of the path a smidgen. Lovely. I think that's a pretty decent bit of materials too for working on the dock up here. Now I'm a little bit worried, kind of like the Berry Road running in the opposite direction. I guess to a certain extent this is the Berry Road still, that I am going to get grievously distracted as I, you know, try to finish paving this thing. Now the thing is, I think this is like all rock over here, is it? No, it's not. Okay, it's just that, and then further that way. So I guess I'm gonna say around back here is probably the place for me to be trying to connect that. Yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of that rock. Nah, I shouldn't be trying to curve that way. I need to come this way and just... Yeah, there we go. Kind of, I think, arc this way. I think what I might do is try to clear a path that maybe I'm not paving just yet. Just try to clear enough for me to get to there with the cart. Get between those two trees, I think. Or around them. Why are you here and yelling at me? Speak thy peace. I don't know exactly what this place is going to look like just yet, so I am going to probably go through a few iterations of putting stuff down and picking it back up. One thing I know I need, though, is a crafting bench and a fire, so we are going to make a little temporary shack to suit our needs. will be a little bit funky, but I think it'll count. We'll vent it that way. My hopeful intent would be that this is not any kind of permanent structure by any means. Ah, smoke's too close. That's fine, we can basically just do the same thing, but boost it up a little bit. Ah, chimneys. Why do you fight me? I don't know why I'm ever designing my little, like, temporary sad boy shack, but... Why are you having an issue? Try kicking you over that way. Maybe you were getting, like, caught on the one thing. Absolutely perplexing. Alright, we're just gonna... Pardon me while I do something that would give me unchecked anxiety in real life and sleep with an just open building to the dark woods. Alright. So that in the daylight, not into it. But I think it'll still suit just fine. I don't think I want to do something huge that fills this space. I know these rocks are indestructible, and maybe I'll try to find a way to, like, utilize that, but I'm thinking more this is like the gate to the port, or like this is. Maybe the rock leads to like a nice fishing dock or something. Or maybe we built the port off the rock. Either way, I need to get the cart here so that I can actually, you know, finish getting stuff here. Come here. Come on. Let me go find the other end of the path before I keep trying to... Oh, is it just here? That's not too bad. So I think it was just right over there. Right? Yep. I think the fog's doing some interesting things to the terrain display, but that'll even out, I'm sure. And if not, that'll just be the little funky part of the path. Just gotta even that out a little bit. Yeah, sometimes you have paths in real life that just lead through some, like, some boggy, messy shit. Maybe that's one of them. Alrighty, we're gonna have to do some descending. We also need to hook it up the rest of the way, and I think, yeah, that's over here. So we kind of need to hook it up over top there. We'll do. Place as much as we can in there. And we're going to just let the cart hit every rock we possibly can. Toughen it up. And then we will go to just, I guess, build a few storage things over where we want the dock. I wanna empty this out a little bit and bring it back so I can use it to keep clearing the path. I might do maybe some walls. Maybe I was debating on raising some terrain for it, but I think I'll just do some, like, wood walls, but maybe do them thick, and maybe I'll put a little bit of stone in them once I'm feeling that inclination. Let's do furniture, and let's give ourselves a few boxes here just to hold some things while we work. That and like sneak this ad? No, it cannot. Worth a shot. Feel like go outside. Alright, let's see how we want to sort this. Put rocks over here. Put core wood in this one. And we'll put regular wood in this one. Also take a moment, and here at the end, we'll put anything that does not fit into one of those two categories, such as resin, seeds, feathers, trophies, etc., etc. Probably get a little bit more than that chest can hold, depending on what exactly we get up to while we're trying to build this dock, but it is better than having no storage at all for any of this stuff, and having to lug it all about myself. Now, just based on the time, I think that we're going to have time to maybe lay out some of the design here, or finish clearing the road. I don't really do any fishing in Valheim. Maybe I should make a point to do like a fishing dock or something. Oh well. Step one, I think, is just going to be to go finish clearing some of the path. There we go. Got a little bit more windy as we went through some of that, instead of like cutting through trees, but like I've said before, I don't always like just cutting like a straight path and having to cut down like every tree, rock, and boulder in my way. Sometimes it's nice to just kind of go with the terrain. Now this is going to be I think. So I can either attempt to... push that back a little bit. Step one is get some of these trees and stuff out of the way so that I can work on the dirt. That's probably fine. Step two, we're gonna say, is... I don't want to put it there. But I saw... Oh, there we go. Perfect. Alright. Because we have the option of... We can either try to raise the dirt, or we can try to lower it to make this path work. And I'm going to guess we kind of need to do both. Honestly, I'll be kind of impressed if I can do this with just the hoe here. That's lumpy as heck, but honestly, I don't hate it. I do not hate it. Then the hill here might need to be actually carved a little bit, and this rock definitely needs to go. But I think the path is almost clear, because once there's sort of a first part and a second part, because I skipped a little bit in the middle to figure out how to kind of connect them. But the first part's pretty well clear. So, yeah. Now, that's a little lumpy, but not bad. Alright, then we can just... that, or maybe even... Okay, I think I like that pathing a little bit better. I don't mind that being flattened, but I do want to re-grass it, so I don't get lost when I'm heading out to the port. Because I will. I absolutely will. I will see a fork in a road, forget which way I need to go, and have a fun little adventure. And by fun little adventure, I mean be wildly lost and confused. You know, we'll sort of pickaxe the edge of this back just a little bit, but otherwise, this didn't need a lot of maintenance. Maybe drop this part a little bit. Alright. Now, for all intents and purposes, that should be a very functional road running all the way down here to the port. Speaking of, let me place some stacks there. Now, this hill might be a bit of a pain if the cart is super duper heavy. So I guess it'll depend what I'm bringing. I don't know. We'll experiment another time and see what Look, at this point it's on site with the HOA. I forgot what I was saying. Alright. Let's... If I had to guess, that's probably the direction I would go. Maybe like... Sorry, I'm trying to pick a straight line that will do something about like this. And go from one rock into the other. Okay. You know, that wasn't... I was thinking about keeping that just as, like, a guide marker, but there's a part of me that kind of likes the shape of that. Just kind of sitting between those rocks that way. Now, I know Grey Dwarves can swim, so there's a part of me trying to figure out if I need to over-engineer some solutions to aquatic dwarf problems. And frankly, I have no heckin' idea. Off there. Almost got it. Alrighty. That will hopefully do for now. I think I need to figure out the shape of this a little bit more before I go too crazy. Which I think what we're going to do is... We're going to start by building kind of a boardwalk out. This center spine will give us sort of a nice structure to work off of the whole way down. It'll be pretty well supported, especially over the rock. And I guess for a dock, all I really need is something just stretching out into the water. So maybe I should just start simple and work off of something like that. You know, slap a few more core wood poles here near the end just to give that last little bit of support. So let me see if I can do one thing here, and that is just kind of want to see if I can hop over here and do hopefully not a drowning impression. Why can't I just pull that out? Nope, okay. Sink back down, and okay. Got that scooched up a little bit. That's fine though, that's fine. So that's proof positive I can move the land up there at least, so maybe I'll take some of that rock I have and just try to stand on the edge of the stone there. Try to just raise up some land underneath the dock. Doesn't need to be all the way up, but it should be at least high enough that I have a little bit more support for the pillars. Which, speaking of, I'll probably leave the regular wood here, so that I have wood for, or so that I have room for the stone. I think if I'm going to continue work on this, I need to wait until the daytime anyway. And I've been playing for a hot minute, so I think what I'm going to do is I'll stop one recording here, and then I'll pop open a new one so that I can finish up that dock and maybe get that off my brains to do. So peace and love, everybody. I'll see you next time.